show. Today is a special day. Today is May 15th, 2022, and we're expecting the full lunar eclipse later tonight, which will start at 8:27 as a partial eclipse, and it will gradually make it to its full total eclipse, which will begin at 9:29 p.m. So I'm in my backyard, and I'm trying to set up everything for this event. I'm gonna try to film the event and then what I do. And if you have watched one of the previous shows I had early this year, when I was down South Platte River, I briefly touched it on how I bought this tracking mount, star tracking mount, so yeah, I finally yesterday took it out of the box and set it all up. Unfortunately, the thing was it was a cloudy night and cloudy evening, and I couldn't like really pour align it or nothing like that, but I got it down to the point where I know how it all assembles, and we'll see how it goes later tonight, because I really want to put my D850 on the mount, and track the moon a little bit. But so yeah, and so this is what I got. I got a Skywatcher EQ6R Pro tracking mount. I will show it to you later on what it all looks like when I bring it out in my backyard. Then I'm gonna put it on a Nikon 850 camera, Sigma 150 to 600 millimeter lens, and I'm also gonna bring out my telescope, which is a very beginner telescope I got a gift from my wife for my birthday, I believe, or that, no, not birthday, it was Christmas, I believe. But that's a Celestron StarSense Explorer DX, 102 millimeters. And aperture is f6.5, and it's a refractor. So I invited my son and his girlfriend, and also I'm encouraging my wife to come out and watch it. But I don't know if they will come or not, because it's kind of late in the day, late at night, and actually the moon is not going to be that high over the horizon. So considering like where my neighbor's house is, I'm hoping for my best that I'm going to be able to see it and take pictures of the moon. But yeah, so the biggest thing is the weather, I believe, and all the forecast is that it's going to be clear with some clouds moving in around 8 p.m. at night, but then later on, for the duration of the lunar eclipse, it should be clear. So fingers crossed that's the case, so. But let me just show you around a little bit. And now my backyard is a mess, but here is where I'm planning, where the table is. That's when I'm gonna plan to put my mount here. So we're looking now at north side, so directly over there, that's where the polar star should be, so I can align my tracking mount. And then the moon is gonna come up this direction, like between the houses and the garage. So as you can see, it's a little challenging. So it's gonna be, if my calculations are right, then the moon is gonna come over the neighbor's house. But it's gonna be it's gonna be a tight call. So yeah, fingers crossed. That's what I'm looking at. Initially I was planning to be over here, but then I looked where the moon is gonna come up. This would be way better here, but the moon is gonna be coming up this way, so I had to move myself back down here, and I'm gonna be looking this way. I can always go in the front yard, but I do not want to be like a white trash or nothing like that. I prefer to put all my gear in my backyard. and then hope for the best. So but yeah, that's what we're looking at. And I can come up here on this crappy deck. That would give me a, you know, a couple degrees advantage over the neighbor's house, but it's so flimsy that I don't know if that's gonna work out or not, but I still may do it because I don't have to step on the deck. So yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But yep. So here's my wife. She's trying to wave through the window. But all right, I'll show you the front yard, what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're here in the front yard now, and this is the general direction. If you look that way, where the moon would come up. So this is by far the better scenario for me. And I may play around with it because I can what I can do, I can raise the garage door, but actually no, look this, look at here. I mean, there's a big ass tree right here, so that's where Polaris is. So I'm not going to be able to align my telescope. Oh shoot. But anyways, I can put right here, I can put my telescope, you know, so people can watch it if somebody wants to. But yeah, and then if we move this way, like just going this direction, depending again where exactly it's gonna be, so I could be positioning myself here. But it is like in a neighborhood, you know, like you can't pick and choose where you live at with those trees and everything in my way. But we'll make the best out of it. So yeah, we'll see what we can do tonight. All right, so here's my dilemma. I got this app and it shows me exactly how is it all gonna go here. So I've set up it right now to, let's see, 8:27 approximately, when the eclipse is gonna begin. Don't know why this picture is moving on me, but anyways, the blue line right here, this is where I'm located at. That's where the mountain would be. And then you can see my house, neighbor's house, the garage, and the big house. And I got this opening. And that's when the partial eclipse starts, but it's so low on a horizon, so it's 4.1 degrees over. So then the total eclipse begins at 9:29, and so we can go opposite way, 9:29. So let's see, that's close enough. And you can see where this one goes, this line, so it goes straight over the garage. You know, that's where the total eclipse begins. And then at 10:11, let's see, it's 10:14 now, but it starts going over the house, and which is, of course, it sits higher. So I don't know how much from my point of view and the top of the house, how many degrees that is above the horizon. So that's my problem now, and I'm a little scared that I'm not going to be able to do it. But let me just go out there one more time, and so yeah, this is what it is. If my stand would be here, this is what we're looking at. If you go right above the garage, you know, I think it would be enough clearance. Above the house, not so sure. However, I have an option to come up on this stupid deck, which is all messed up and it's flimsy, but I wouldn't be able, but I don't need to stand on here. That would give me would raise me up a little bit, and I would gain a little bit on it, and I may be okay if the tripod stands on this flimsy thing, you know, but without me actually walking on it. So we'll see. Yep, so those are the concerns. That was a snake. Just went into the neighbor's yard. You know, that's wonderful. So here comes a tracking mount, and it's quite heavy. Let me put it on here. Let's see. Alright, so let me show you a little closer. There's a go-to controller. It's plugged in, but nothing is powered yet. So a little bit about these dials right here and right there. That's for manual. If you want to navigate to a star, known stars manually. And then the top dial is called the, let's see, top, I think it's a declination. Yep, it's a declination dial right here. Shit, I dropped my book. And then the one down here, that's a right ascension, right here, and you can rotate, you loosen this screw and you can turn it around, and then you can let's see, so the clutch is disengaged, you know, it goes one way or another for declination, and actually declination, and then the right ascension when it goes this way. I know it's kind of hard to explain it all. I'm not that good in English as far as explaining all this stuff, but yeah, that's what it is. And so we're just gonna wait before we mount the camera, because I don't want to let it out sitting in the sun. It's pretty hot today, but definitely a little cooler than yesterday, so which is good. But anyways, so yeah, this is it for now. We're gonna wait for a little bit, and for a little while actually, and then I'm gonna attach the polar scope to here and drag out all the cables and everything else. And so while we're waiting for lunar eclipse, it's early in the day, it's 12:35 here Mountain Time, so I decided I'm gonna roll the game of Stratomatic baseball. That's another story, field what I made myself, you know. And for those of you who do not know what the Stratomatic baseball is, it's a fun board game, old school board game where you roll your dice to determine the outcome of the plays, and then you read them off the charts and stuff like that. And so yeah, that's another story for another time. But yeah, it's all real player statistics applied to the cards, and it's fun. I'm doing a 2003 season replay, and today I'm gonna play Anaheim Angels. We'll visit Oakland Athletics, and so I have my little score sheet, and yeah, I'm gonna roll dice. A game takes about, if you play it slow like I do, because sometimes I have to look up the results, you know, from the charts, and it may take some time. And there's a rule book, and it's you know, quite extensive depending what level you want to play. I play kind of mixed, advanced. So, but sometimes I ran into situations where I really need to read that rule book and see the outcome. So yeah, I'm gonna roll the dice, yeah, here, and that's that. That's gonna kill a couple more hours. Okay guys, not gonna torture you much, but this is the final result. Oakland 0, Angels 8. Yeah, Oakland really sucked this game and gave up 8 runs, so the game's over. And Oakland Athletics record drops down to 0-5, while Anaheim Angels are going up 4 wins and 1 loss. All right, that's all for the strat. Back to Lunar Eclipse.
That I shot with the kit. That's the Orion constellation, of course, and it's a great starting place for this kit.
All right, guys. So let's see. We're out here, so 2 minutes 52 seconds till the eclipse starts. I mean, yeah, it's gonna start, but the moon is still under the horizon, so we got some time. We haven't polar aligned our mount yet, but the camera is up, and there's also, I'm gonna try to film a little bit, and but yeah, north side clear. There are some clouds, but by the time the moon will become visible, I certainly hope that those clouds are gonna be gone. So fingers crossed. But this is my little setup here. But yeah, we're waiting for the skies, for sun to go down and for skies get darker so I can polar align it. And I watched more videos how to do it, and I think I know exactly what to do and what the procedure is. But yeah, let me go in and grab a couple other things, and we are on a countdown for Lunar Eclipse, May 15th, 2022. Full lunar eclipse. So for now, while we're waiting, I got a guest coming over. And look, that is my dog Bella. Bella. She's such a good girl. So she's gonna be my companion tonight. She's hanging out with me. And I brought out some pineapple. And just waiting. And here's my Bella. Here's my good girl Bella. And poor Bella, she's actually sick. She got tested with the low thyroid, so she's taking the medicine, which she's gonna have to take for the rest of her life, twice a day, in the mornings and evenings. And you can see that she's losing fur and stuff because she switched coats, the winter coat for the summer coat, and because of her little sickness, this is part of it. But hopefully she can do better with the medicine. So we're just waiting. It's all the waiting game. Hopefully this big blob of the cloud goes away, and there's the next one, and then the rest of it's clear. And then over there everything is still clear. So good. Bella, come on, bro. I call her a bro. She's not a bro, she's a mama. But anyway, so that's kind of what we're doing right now. And just eating some pineapple. Neighbor's dog. That's it for now. We are 5 minutes and 38 seconds in to the lunar eclipse, and a couple things I wanted to talk about is I think I'm overdoing this. I'm doing too much. I kind of have that feeling for myself because I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm also gonna try for the first time to align my tracking mount. Plus I'm filming and doing all this stuff, and then I'm gonna bring out the telescope and then all that, and it may be too much. So, but well, gonna give it a shot. And I just wanted to document this for myself. Feeling pretty excited. I can see that all the part where the eclipse is going to happen is clearing up, so which is very exciting. There are little clouds where the North Star is, but I'm pretty confident that I don't know. I'm optimistic that I'm going to be able to polar align the tracker. But yeah, so I'm going to bring up Stellaris, which is a program, Stellarium actually, that's what it's called. Don't know why this one started up. GoPro, turn off. And but we were bringing up Stellarium. It's a program which basically gonna tell me and guide me where all the moon is and all that. But yeah, we're just gonna chill here. Luckily, wind is dying down, and it's getting better. So the other thing is I'm relying on internet, wireless internet connection from my house, and so far so good. But let me see. So what it says, 7. So the time is not set correctly here. So I'm gonna have to adjust that. So it's actually 7:40. And then let me see here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but kinda I gotta see like where my position is at. Location window. So it's not correct. It's not correctly set. So we're gonna type in Broomfield, and that gave me the correct coordinates and all that. And I'm gonna turn now to southeast, and as you can see it, the moon is not up yet, and I don't know if you can see it in here, probably not, but let me try zooming closer in. Let me try to adjust it for you. We'll see how it all looks. But so anyways, if I play around with the time, so it's getting, so at 20:42, here's where the moon is coming up, you know, and at 21:42, you know, moon is already up here. And so on. It looks like I lost the connection. So yeah, you see my struggles here, and it basically shut off on me. I probably lost the connection. But anyways, the struggle is real. So the program is starting up again. Like I said, it's all based on internet correction from my house. Let me turn it to north. And you can see that I can't see the Polaris yet. So if we bring up the time and set an hour from now, so then let's see what this star is. That is Polaris right there. Up here, Polaris. Okay, it's getting darker and darker, but we still cannot see the polar star. So it is 8:30 right now, and according to my paper, so the partial eclipse right now is going on, and moon is close to horizon, just 4 degrees above the horizon. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. Nice clear sky, and I don't see any other clouds in vicinity. This is what we're looking, where the moon is gonna be after an hour or so. Yeah, there are a couple clouds, but they're low clouds to the horizon, actually. So but that's what that is. So let me go on the street and see what's going on. Hello guys, what's up about the horizon? So I think we're gonna be good. I'll grab the Canon camera and come and film this from this point of view. Okay guys, so here's the first glimpse of a moon tonight, and for what it looks like, I'm not exposed to moon, which is okay at this point, but you can start seeing where the moon, where the Earth's shadow is coming on from the left to right, from like 7 o'clock to 2 o'clock in that direction. So it is just above my other neighbor's house across the street. So that's what it looks like. My neighbor is still out on the street, but yeah, I'm just gonna zoom in. And this is what we're seeing. So I still haven't aligned my mount, because I cannot see the polar star just yet. It's still bright outside, relatively bright, but I should be able here to do it quickly. But here we are, and I do not know how to focus directly on the moon. Let me see. Let's see if the camera can focus on it. And it seems that it didn't do a job, but it is what it is at this point. It's still quite a view. And moon is just climbing more and more up. So I think that I'm gonna be good at my position where I'm at. So it's pretty cool. You can actually kind of see the moon moving. It's pretty incredible. Actually moves pretty fast. I can't believe how fast it actually moves. And probably not a lot of people even know that there's an eclipse. So you can actually see it, how relatively that tree branch, how much it's moved. But okay, that's this. Let me go back and see if I can now try to start align my mount and see how that goes. Okay guys, well, I'm completely struggling aligning my telescope. Yeah, a big mistake for me. Couldn't align, probably didn't align with a polar star. It pointed me to a completely different place. So I'm just gonna record this one. This is what the moon looks like right now. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll let this one run for a while I'm working out the mount. Okay guys, so we're back again, and here's what the moon looks at this moment. Let me go and check it, what time it is. I somewhat aligned my camera and my tracker, but I still have done something wrong, because I figured out how to align it. I found a polar star. The problem was that I was aiming to a wrong star, which is unbelievable for me to misjudge what it was, but I think I kind of figured it out because I pointed to the north, not the true north, my tripod, and therefore I was off. And then once I started to see stars, actually, then I looked at the Big Dipper, and I know how to find, if I see the Big Dipper, I can find a Small Dipper and a Polaris. So, and then I did the adjustment, and I mean, I literally yanked out the tripod from the ground, and kind of rough adjusted. So everything is kind of off, and it's not leveled. But then also the problem was that, let me readjust this real quick. The problem was that when I pointed to moon, navigated to moon, it was not on moon, it was quite a bit off. And actually the first time the camera went in a really awkward position, and I think, I don't even know, I think I did something, mixed up southern and northern hemispheres in the go-to mount. That's my speculation what happened. But then I redid it, and with that rough alignment, I got basically close to moon, but I was off by like 30 degrees. I gotta read up all the manuals, like really study this thing. And I mean, the night is not the clearest one, but still, I finally somewhat manually adjusted where the moon is, and while the tracker is tracking, it's not very precise because of nothing is in level. So, but I'm able to get halfway decent pictures now. So it is what it is. It's tracking all right for what it is, and so yeah, we're just moving forward, and it looks like the full eclipse is over at the moment as we're looking at, and yeah, it's the ending. It is definitely, full eclipse is over. Then moon is gonna start getting brighter and brighter. But yeah, still gonna take pictures. And the one thing what I can tell you, it's nice to have the tracker tracking the moon, and it stays nicely in center. So I'm gonna snap here more pictures. And as you're watching here live, at this moment live anyways, the full lunar eclipse, May 15th, 2022. And right now this is, the time is 10:55 Mountain Time when you're looking at this exact footage. I just sent a text message to my friend Chris. I didn't even see that he texted me earlier asking me if I could see the eclipse from where I'm at. So yes, I can. But yeah, it's been quite a challenge. So now, since we're out of the full moon, of the full eclipse, and now it's partial, let me get back to my camera and actually try to take more pictures. And we're gonna let the footage roll in and come back here and see what kind of pictures we can get. Now with the 1 second exposure, I bet you we're gonna have to adjust that. The moon is quite brighter. Oh, that's a decent picture. Let me just readjust. Let me do less than a second. 1 1/6. Aperture 7.1 and ISO 1600. And then if you ask me why I do such a short exposures, is because my ISO is kind of cranked up, you know, and I can't go past like a second without getting on sharp pictures because my mount is not tracking properly. That is still kind of bright, but it's, yeah, on the camera it really looks good. Let's do a 1/2 second exposure. See what that looks like. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now you can really start to see how the Earth's shadow is leaving the surface of the moon. So now let me lower the ISO actually to 1000 and let's see what the 1/2 second exposure is gonna do to me. What it's gonna look like. I think we can go even lower. Let's do ISO 800 and 1/2 second. It is getting late. For me, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I will work for 3 days and then I'm off to on vacation. We're gonna be going to Kansas, driving to Kansas for my wife's and nephew's graduation party to McPherson in Kansas. So I'm gonna be calling here a night shortly. Let's see, there's a plane coming up. We'll see how's that gonna look. Let me run actually, and maybe I can snap a picture of it. I don't know who's gonna cross the path of the moon or not. it might be on a video, but not on the picture. So I didn't get the picture, but anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna try to zoom out and see how that looks from the distance. This is what it looks from the distance. And I'm gonna zoom back in. But yeah, I got a lot to learn about this sky tracker, how to properly operate it. But one day I'll get it. This is my first try, and while it didn't navigate the way I wanted to, I have learned a valuable lesson for sure on how to polar align and be more precise. And for my laptop, I would have to get like maybe mouse, because that would be more precise for me to do. So let me see if I can turn this camera around. Dark as hell, and for whatever reason my light is not working. So let's turn the infrared on and turn it off in a funny way. Let's see how it actually gonna look, how everything's gonna look in this infrared light. I'm not sure. The infrared is on. See, don't know if you can see me or not. I can't see anything, but yeah, I don't know. So the infrared is on. I don't know. Just kind of panning around. Here's our moon in infrared. But anyways. See if I zoom in, does that change anything? That's not changing a damn thing. Okay, so the infrared is off now. One more glimpse at the moon. Let it focus. Let's see if the camera can focus. I did a pretty good job focusing back on the moon. So anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna shut it down now. And local time right now is 11:13 p.m. On Sunday, May 15th, 2022. So yeah, this was a video from full lunar eclipse. And till next, thank you for watching, and see you all next time at some other place at some other time. Goodbye.